My name is Casey Johnson. I own Headcase Custom Art in Azusa, California. I've been here for about 4 or 5 years. Been in business for about 7 years total. Painting mostly choppers, bobbers, cafes, vintage style stuff. Met a lot of metal flake, heavy leaf, pinstriping, stuff like that. I love it. It's a tough way to make a living, but it's the only way I know how to make a living. I was working with other custom painters, and it was just getting that progression in life where the money I was making wasn't paying the bills. So started renting space in a shop, sharing a shop, and then I started Headcase from there. Spent a couple years in that shop, and then kind of evolved into my own space, and been here for about 4 years. So I'm blessed to have my own shop. I'm my own boss. My boss is the bills, the wife, life. Those things. That don't go away whether you own a business or not. So it's a tough way to make a living because it's all a hustle. You got to have an amount of hustle along with ability to be able to pull it off. And I put a lot of effort, practice a lot, and I pay attention, and I try to develop my own style, my own look, in a time when a lot of people are just recreating things they've seen throughout magazines, chopper, lowrider, whatever it be. Influence, it's been there. People have been recreating it all the way till now, so you kind of put your own spin on it, your own twist, and make it look like you. Ideally, people recognize you for your work, and the more you put out there, and the more media and stuff you do, and it all kind of snowballs, and then businesses start taking off, So to be in business as long as I have been, I feel really very fortunate. So a little bit of what you saw today was finishing up a bike for August Florian. He's owns a clothing line, and he also is involved with a charity for Humanity for Change. Brought me a bike that he's owned for years, and just was kind of needing to give it a new breath of life, So we brought it in here, and we talked about some paint work, and we talked paint work being what I do, and then we started talking about, well, what if we change this, and what if we change that, and okay, well, let's change the profile of it, and I kind of snowballed into a big redo, which I love doing because then it kind of gives me the freedom to be creative on somebody else's dime. You know what I mean? It's tough to be creative on your own dime when you're like shelling out that loot while you're trying to have fun at the same time. So this allows me to do that, still kind of fill that void of having a project without having to have 20 bikes out back that I built that I can't sell one. So he came to me, and he wanted something kind of still cafe inspired, but with a little bit more edge to it. I did a bobber redo on a Zero Engineering bike that he bought, and that kind of sparked the conversation about this one, and then it just came time. So I'm buttoning it up, and he's actually going to be getting the bike tomorrow, so he'll be stoked to finally see that thing. But again, one of those things where my buddy Mikey helped me do the fabrication. My buddy over at GP Moto helped me do the wiring and some fine tuning on the carburetors. The bike had been sitting for a long time, so I'm not the right dude for the job. I can sit there and figure out how to do it, but it's like, this is this dude's bike. It's his baby. He deserves the best, whether I can provide it or not. So again, that's why I don't call myself a bike builder. A bike builder, for the most part, should be able to wrench on his own stuff. I call myself, what did my buddy call myself? He said I'm a neo-custom builder, which means, I don't know, but it sounded cool. And it's kind of more, the build is just a release when I get a hair up my ass to see something different, and each one is more and more experience. This is the first Japanese bike I've ever worked on, but taking the chopper stuff that I've done before, I kind of start incorporating styling. So when you see my bikes, I'd like you to think Headcase is styling. The more bikes I do, the more you'll start seeing them. But again, right now I'm focusing on my truck and kind of just get caught up on work, and one day maybe get another hair on my ass and build something else. So this was a fun one. Nice outlet. It's nice to wrap it up and see it all done. You got this vision in your head for so long, and then once it starts actually coming together, it gets exciting. Since I've been in the business for a while now, and have watched ChopCult start and grow, and I literally bought the BSA rolling chassis off of ChopCult Classifieds, so it's great to finally get to work with you guys and give back to both sides of the community, the people that do it for a living and the people that are just want to check it out and be about it and learn some more, you know. And it's like make the effort to learn the right stuff. But you gotta pay respects and earn your dues like everybody else, you know. And you know all that stuff matters to people that you want to become friends and help you and have these connections with these people within this industry, because they're gonna see through that. You know what I mean? They're gonna know that you're not what you say you are, or who you think you are. You know, so you know that's where integrity and honor come back into it. You know, you kind of can't just jump in, but if you do, pay respects all the way through and have a good time. You know, motorcycles about having a good time and riding with your friends. You know, so make something that's reliable. Make something you can have fun on. If you know if you're the only one who loves it and it's an eyesore, love it. You know, ride it. You know, but be careful. So, all right, I'm out.